sorry, I'm just moving here.
About 10 years ago, I represented somebody who wanted to engage in mobile payments. Right? Did they succeed? No. A few years later, somebody else came up to me and said they want to have a mobile wallet. Did they succeed? No. So you have to ask yourself a question, why? And actually, truth be told, I'm not up, maybe there's more up to date on the regulations than I am. Because I kind of tuned out after that. And the reason is at least for the one, we have to think about this. In terms of SMS usage, the country has been a leader for the past 10 years. A billion text messages. We're probably the first country to hit a billion text messages.
Down a bit, please.
The beer.
We're probably the first country to hit 70 million SMS messages a day, 100 million a day, right? SMS capital of the world.
No, sorry, it handed over a few months ago to India, but it's a Facebook capital now.
Great. So, but you have to ask yourself a question. So, since 10 years ago, there have been content providers in this country providing SMS-based services. If we were the content capital, SMS capital of the world, why aren't we the SMS content provider capital of the world? Why aren't our local content providers leading the way in providing content? Why aren't we the Silicon Valley of SMS content providers in the world? Right? Are we? The reason is that here's the big right. The reason is that the big competitive challenge at that point was getting access to the network. Meaning the biggest problem before were the telcos themselves. You have an idea for an SMS. For example, my first client had a mobile wallet way back, year 2000. They had it running on a SIM card that they had burned it, they were ready to go, they were ready to test, they approached both telcos, neither wanted them to allow even testing on their network. My second client, a few years later, said he was going to be able to get access to the networks. I said, okay, I shrugged my shoulders. I said, can you do it? He said he could. He couldn't do it either. Legally, we could hurdle through the regulatory issues. This was back then. This was before the anti-money laundering issue. Now there are regulatory issues as well. Now, actually, from what I'm hearing, from what you mentioned earlier, then after that, I sort of tuned out. But from what I'm hearing earlier, the telcos are now more open in terms of allowing access into their network. And I think that's a good thing. Because that's one competitive barrier that more or less has been removed. Now, whether or not it has been removed to a large extent, we'll see. And it seems to me, based on my discussion with Mabel, she's lying, that the challenge now is more on regulatory issues. Because what's happened now is that the BSP, because of money laundering regulations, is putting a clamp down on mobile payment. So if you want mobile payment industry, if you want this industry to succeed, you have to lobby hard with the Bank of Central. And the main issue is this: what is anti-money laundering all about? And why is this FATF? What's that? Financial Action Task Force, right? So the FATF is a you can call it a, what is it? It's a, I want to say the word, not a monopoly, but it's a syndicate, right, of international banks that have come together and said, look, if you're a country and you do not regulate or follow anti-money laundering regulations, then we will not transact with you. From the standpoint of the Philippines, since this country floats on OFW remittances, what that means for our local bank is if FATF says we will not transact with you, no OFW remittances will come into the country. The Philippine economy dies, right? Because short of actually physically lifting money into this country, we can't do it. So money laundering is a major issue, and I think Mabel was talking about being part of an organization that sits in these global communities to try to figure out how mobile payments can succeed in the face of money laundering. So how does money laundering? How do they regulate money laundering? Actually, it's funny. She was mentioning that we passed our first money laundering law under threat, right? Under duress, because we were being threatened by FATF. Look, if you don't pass a law by this date, then we are not going to transact with you. You know, it's funny, I don't know if you know, but we had to amend our law. Right? We passed that law, and then FATF said, no good, you have to pass another one. You know that one of the interesting things, our politicians are funny people. You know one of the things that they did in the original money laundering law? They had a provision in the original money laundering law which said that during election period, the money laundering law will not take effect. Now, what does the money laundering? How does the money laundering law work? The money laundering law works this way. If you're a
I
bank,
wonder why.
if you're a bank and when money has to transfer from one point to another, beyond a certain amount, you have to report it to the Anti-Money Laundering Council. Of course, during elections, money flows in this country. In fact, it's the biggest money-making, money is printed, money goes around, money leaves the system, and it's an inflationary pressure on our economy, right? And so they said, we're not going to make it apply. So, what's happened now in relation to mobile payments is that the way you solve money laundering problems is that you impose upon the banks the obligation to know your customer. Okay, so what's happened, I think, and what Mabel is saying is that the BSP has taken that rule and they're saying, okay, we're going to make this a requirement for every mobile payment provider. You have to know your customer. Well, that's a challenge for this country. As she said, 99% of this country is prepaid, which means that you are anonymous. In other words, this industry survives on the anonymity of its own customer base. They don't know who their customers are. And so the government, whereas on the other hand, BSP says if you want to provide mobile payment, you have to identify your customer. So how do you live in a situation like that? I think the solution, and if you want to fight for mobile payments in this country, the solution, and I mentioned this to Miguel, is to tell the BSP, okay, let's put a ceiling or a floor. We'll say, look, if the transaction or the total amount in your wallet is less than $200, 9,000 pesos, we don't need to know who you are, right? Those are cash transactions. Who cares if they're anonymous? Right? I mean, the threshold for online money laundering for reporting is higher, somewhere in the vicinity of 100,000 US dollars. In other words, at $200 US, it's like cash. And cash is anonymous. Nobody knows where cash goes. The government doesn't have to know. The government doesn't care, right? So, if you want to fight for for mobile payments in this country, I think that's the one that has to change. I think we're seeing that the telcos are starting to open up their networks. They're more open to allowing third-party developers entry into their network, which is a good thing. Hopefully, the market, you guys will react and you will contribute, and hopefully we'll get something going locally. But on the payment side, I think it's now the big issue now is a regulatory issue. I think Nathan will agree with me on this. And my sense is that, and I think she will disagree. But my sense is that if we treat mobile payments like cash, then we should not be afraid to make it anonymous. One final point, and I think this is a relevant point. Ang project natin mga Pinoy, we have a tendency to believe that everything has to be regulated, right? Parang default natin, something is moving, we must regulate it. Look at the example that she gave, which is in Africa, right? No regulation. What happens if you don't regulate? You're not going to die. It's not going to be the end of the world. Right? Many things in this country are not regulated. The government doesn't tell the car industry how many cars to produce. And yet, if you want to have a car, if you have the money, you go to a car dealer and you can buy it. The market provides for the service. Regulation should be the exception, not the rule. The problem natin, as Filipinos, for some reason, we have a sense that we have to regulate everything. And I think that's what's happening here. What's happening here is that what's killing this industry is over-regulation. And so, if you want to fight, let's have some regulation, sure, but let's have some rational regulation that allows the industry to thrive. Okay? So, that's it.
I just wanted to add, JJ, that what happened in Kenya now is a problematic situation. Because for every 10 transactions, regardless of whether it's payment or transfer, 8 of those 10 transactions happen on the mobile wallet. So if the network crashes or someone decides to move money into one big wallet and run away with that money, the Kenyan economy will actually collapse.
We're talking about cash. The amount of cash circulating in the amount of cash that we're holding in our pockets, if it all disappears, it's not going to crash the economy.
No, it's not. But for mobile money in Kenya, it can. Simply because of the law.
Regulation is good, but not over-regulation.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing is over-regulation.
I think it's called guidelines or a memorandum of circular here. They outline that you shall follow this, but they keep concealing it. I mean, you all will agree, mobile payment, you're not going to buy a car on mobile payments, right? You're not going to walk to the PGA, buy a Porsche, tap your phone and walk out, right? You're probably going to go to the 7-Eleven, just going to buy something small, or the highest amount might be gas up your car, right? That's the 2,500 pesos, the current oil price, so it might be the highest in the year, so mobile payments will be just hindered by the regulation. But as you mentioned, there are some creative ways around, is it actively enforced, the sealing? How do they monitor it?
It's automated, so it's embedded in the platform. So the reporting is embedded in the platform, the transaction caps are also embedded in the application. So every time you perform, for example, you registered yourself as a tricycle driver living in this particular community. And then on a daily basis, the system recognizes that you are transacting 500 pesos daily. That's a lot of money for a tricycle driver. So that one, if you're transacting that regularly, you get reported also. So any activity that is anomalous or suspicious is reported, regardless of amount. So they correlate what you registered as your detail with the transactions that you perform.
You see how, I mean, that's a 500 peso transaction. 20 peso transaction, the government is looking at what you're doing. So it's really a disincentive to using GFAC. The government should say, you can do whatever you want, right? But the answer is
You mentioned transportation. All right, okay, we're wrapping up. If you have any questions, please obviously speaking of the free market. Yes. If you have any questions, just raise it now. I mean, but his main intent was just really outlining the legal things behind this implication. You want to first again? All right.
I have two questions. First is, do you see, like in the near future, like the government will please loosen up their regulations?
well, people are saying that the government is already looking at the regulations.
In 2006 to 2007, you can only get a bank product if you have 2 government-issued IPs. That was the regulation before. Number 2, you can only open a financial product with a regulated entity. That means it's a registered financial entity. Today, in 2008, they already passed regulation that expanded the number of identification cards that can be used. Hindi lang government issue. You can also use privately issued identification as long as this is issued by a registered organization. Second, they also allowed barangay captains to issue identification certificates. So, kung ikaw, if you're a really poor person and you need to get a financial product, you go to your barangay captain, you get a barangay certificate, you bring a picture ID, and then the barangay captain stamps your picture to your certificate, and that is already acceptable as an identification.